Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to the Fight for Justice, the Moulana Sibtain Kazmi story. Right before I talk about anything, ucaring.com/Sayyid Muhammad Sibtain Kazmi. It's what you need to go to. Please, I urge you, ucaring.com or just Google ucaring. Once you're in there, search Sibtain Kazmi. You'll find Moulana Sab's details there. Please, please, please. I can't ask anymore how important this is. You know, I mean, for me to come sit here and talk to you, you know, for it just, you know, leaving everything and just doing this, you know, this is an appeal. This is quite urgent. So I am requesting you, please, please, please do support you, Kieran. Google it, search Sibtain Kazmi, and you will come up with the details. Right, I'm going to go back now to our guest, which is Brother Armand of Luton. Amir. Right, so we spoke just now. I mean, we got to. So you said he was acquitted of all charges, right? So he came to the UK, and then in 2006, when he was in Greece, he was doing a majlis. He was arrested again. He was on his way to do a majlis, and he was arrested again. But if charges have been acquitted, then what happened? What happened? Why was he arrested?
No, sorry, I think I maybe didn't say it correctly, or you misunderstood it. The other co-defendants were acquitted.
But Moulana Sab wasn't.
Moulana Sibtain always had the outstanding FIR, the first incident report against him, and so that was still outstanding.
So that's never been dropped, is that what you're saying?
That's never been dropped.
And has that always serious? So what I've done here is I sort of knew the answer, but I just wanted to clarify it for the viewers.
Sure.
Because, I mean, as you know, I've known about this for quite some time, but I just wanted the viewers to sort of understand. So no charges have ever been dropped against Moulana Sibtain. They were always there. So when he came for his safety to the UK, so when he went to, obviously, to Greece, he was arrested. He's then gone to Iraq in 2013. The Interpol, again through Pakistan, have arrested him again. Okay, the reason why I'm asking these questions, what this is leading to, is he's now gone to Pakistan, and he's gone to Pakistan in April or whenever he's gone. And on the 11th of May 2017 at the airport in Islamabad, as Brother Furqan told us as well, we told him, look, you know what, you've got to go, you know. देखो यार, जो मैं जानता हूँ ना कि कोई प्रॉब्लम है मेरी, कुछ होगा, मसलन कि मुझे कहाँ जाना है तो उधर जाके, I don't know, they're going to arrest me or I'm going to have a problem, why would I go there? You know, I'm just asking a very open question. If I had an issue, why would I then go into that issue? This is a question a lot of people have asked me, a lot of brothers and sisters have asked me this, is that if Moulana Sibtain knew, right, that it's dangerous for him to go to Pakistan, it's dangerous for him to, you know, he would get arrested or there will be issues. I mean, it's been going on since 2003. Brother Ahmad, the question I have for you is that why did he still go to Pakistan?
Okay. Yeah, it's a very good question, and I do understand that it is on a lot of people's minds, and they keep saying this. It's a bit unfair because they don't actually understand the situation. As you will appreciate, the matter is quite sensitive, so it's not something that Moulana Sibtain or his family are going to discuss with everybody in an open forum.
Of course.
Of course. So there's things that you have to sort of keep within your inner circle. Now, the situation is, look, he was detained in 2006. We managed to bring him back. In 2013, he was detained in Iraq. He was held for about a month in prison. That was very difficult to get him out from Iraq and bring him back to UK. Alhamdulillah, by the grace of the 14 and God and the prophets, we managed to bring him back. Now, we realized at that stage that, look, this isn't going to go away. It's become a hindrance. There were times where the Pakistan government gave us indications that the case has sort of been dropped, you're okay, and we really couldn't take that as serious. Every time when we did our checks, it came that, look, there is still a arrest warrant out for your detention. So now it become a problem where he couldn't go to Ziyarat anymore, he couldn't go to Saudi Arabia, he couldn't go to Hajj anymore, and so his travel was being restricted. Also, being in UK, like Brother Furqan Shah said, Pakistan had contacted the UK authorities try to see if they would extradite Moulana Sibtain. Again, it's something Pakistan wasn't successful in. So for the last 5 or 6 years, we've been engaging with the Pakistan authorities via solicitors to say, look, we need you to drop this charge because it's become a hindrance for Moulana Sibtain. Obviously, we knew that with his travel, anytime is he going to get arrested somewhere in Canada, somewhere he's going to get arrested in Saudi Arabia, God forbid, where we can't get him out of. So we were always looking to get this case dropped because we realized Pakistan was not giving up. So in the last couple of years, we'd been actively we'd been speaking to lawyers, as Fariqan Shah Sahab said, that we were speaking to in Pakistan, that were actively discussing this case with the Pakistan authorities. Now, Moulana Sibtain had gone to Pakistan a few times. We had discussed this matter. We were trying to get pre-bail and trying to get this case struck out, and we were working towards the outcome of getting Moulana Sahab's case completely dismissed. Now, as we mentioned, Moulana Sibtain was there on a visit. His lawyers had called him in, and we were looking to surrender and go through the courts. But due to the instructions we received from the lawyers and how their conversation and dialogue was going on with the Pakistan authorities, we felt there was some deceit. We didn't feel comfortable, so we felt the situation may go against us. So it was advised to Moulana Sibtain by his legal team that he should return back to Pakistan. Obviously, in that process, Moulana Sibtain got detained at Islamabad airport. So that is the true situation. It's very easy to say, why did Moulana Sibtain go back?
So the process, when you say the process, so I mean, is this something, what you're saying is that he sort of knew that if he goes back, there is a possibility of him getting arrested?
There's always been that possibility, not only in Pakistan, as
we know, Greece, Iraq, anywhere he goes, Saudi Arabia.
So slowly, Moulana Sibtain was becoming restricted to the UK.
Yeah.
So it's something we realised after 13, 14 years wasn't going to go away. So it's something that had to be dealt with in Pakistan, nowhere else. We tried doing it from here, it wasn't going away. But we were just trying to do a precursor to try to make it easier, pre-bail conditions, get the case stricken out.
Yeah.
But Pakistan's authorities weren't forthcoming. I feel were being deceitful in just trying to get Moulana Sibtain into Pakistan to arrest him. So it was, you can't expect Moulana Sibtain to live the rest of his, inshallah, long life with this thing, always over his head. Am I going to get arrested here? Am I going to get arrested in the UK? In comes some new terrorism laws, and next thing you know, Moulana Sibtain is, arrested and taken. So it was something that we had to, finish once for all. And during this process, whilst Moulana Sibtain was in Pakistan, again, this is not something that we can openly share with everybody, as you can see.
No, of course.
So it was something that we were working on. So Moulana Sibtain wasn't just flying around, as people say, just because he enjoyed it. It was because we were actively, and he'd
trying to find a resolution to this situation.
He'd actually gone there, not so long ago, in the last month, about 2 months, he'd gone there with his wife, and they'd prepared, taken their clothes and everything, that this is going to be a 3 to 4 month process where, I'm going to have to be in Pakistan.
In order to get acquitted.
Right,
basically.
exactly. And then during this process, we were advised that, look, it's not safe.
And then you return back to
we feel a bit deceit from the Pakistan authorities. We might get a bad deal. So it was advised to come back. So on them instructions, Moulana Sibtain.
Fair enough. This case now, from what I can see, I mean, initially it started with, he's been arrested, we're waiting for bail, is he going to stay in remand? I mean, 11th of May, and look where we are now, and it does look like it's going to be a long road. So far, the legal costs, where are we? I mean, I've been told it's 5,000 so far, just alone, plus in Pakistan. I mean, it's yourself, Brother Fariqan. I mean, there's just a few of you who are sort of behind the scenes working on this. You've created a YouCaring page. Again, please go onto Google or whatever search engine you want to use. Type in YouCaring. Once you're in YouCaring, go to search and type in Sibtain Kazmi. And please, 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 with an open hand and with a big heart, just give whatever you can give. And I'm going to give the pound now to Brother Armand. Going to explain to you why it's important to give. I'm just going to ask you so far. And this hasn't got nothing to do with family, has it? No family costs. It's just legal costs, right?
Right. So I'm just going to elaborate on that. Look, firstly, I'm going to want to tell yourself and all the viewers,
please,
that Moulana Sibtain or his family in no way, shape or form have asked or instigated for this page to be set up.
Sure.
This was a sole decision taken by myself and a couple of other people that are confiding, because I knew the costs were going to go up, and I feel it's unfair to expect Moulana Sibtain and his family to pay it.
Yeah.
Because the issue is not related personally to Moulana Sibtain.
Yeah.
It's an issue related to community, as him being the leader, a Shia leader. So I feel as if we are all responsible for that burden. So Moulana Sibtain he's been informed about this is what we're doing, but he has no way asked, nor has his family. So this is something that I, with somebody else, because we are fronting this.
So it's literally yourself. I mean, with the permission of Ruhul Abbas and with the family, it's something that you're sort of liable for. It's something that you're sort of saying that we've done this for the love and the care, the respect that you have for Moulana Sibtain. On the same note, I have another question here. I don't mean this in any sort of bad way, but when this page first came up, this You Caring page, search Moulana Sibtain Ghazmi, if you... I do recall it started not so long ago,
sure.
And when this link circulated on all these, groups and chats or whatever they are, there was a lot of bad press. I'm going to be very honest with you. This is another reason why I'm here today, because there was a lot of bad press towards this. I mean, there was, who are these people? Who are doing it? I mean, I myself had to rectify and clarify the group with you myself. I mean, I had to ask you, right, who's this from? What's it from? And only I was probably one of the guys as well who's thinking, hold on a sec, what's this about? Where's this coming from? So for our viewers, if you can just sort of clarify, when you need to understand that people have every right to question the authenticity of this and question why this has been put together. I just want you to tell us, why have you put this together? Then, so it's not the family, what's the reason? And it's yourself, there's a couple of other guys, I mean, you've got the permission of the family, and more than anything, I just want to know your response that you have had so far.
Okay, I totally understand the sentiment that people were going to question who is this Armand Nazir, and hence I spoke to Ruhul Abbas. I said, look, Ruhul Abbas, this is what I want to do, and he said, look, fine, I'm not going to. Now, I'm just going to put it beautifully in reference to what somebody asked Ruhul Abbas, Manas's son. They said to him, look, who is Armand Nazir? And Ruhul Abbas responded and said to them, Armand Nazir is a person that Moulana Sahib trusts and tells stuff before he tells his own family. Now, the people that know me, like yourself, and they know we have that relationship. Yeah. But I understand the people's views that there's going to be this. Now, look, if I didn't take that initiative, because I'm in a position, I know what's going on. I know there's legal costs. I know there's going to be security costs. There's going to be a bail. We're going to have to put up surety. So I said, look, we got to front this. So as soon as when this happened, I spoke to Manas's wife, obviously spoke to Ruhul Abbas. I said, look, don't worry about anything. And, if you need to go to Pakistan, go to Pakistan. We're going to handle everything. So I felt, I have that burden of making sure that the financial aspect of Moulana Sahib's detention and release is taken care of. So after discussions with others, I decided that, look, everybody is asking, how can they get involved? As yourself rang me the first day, many people have been ringing me, how can we? So I thought, look. And
just for the matter, I actually did. When I spoke to Moulana Sahib on the 2 days prior in Pakistan, before he had this conundrum, I had a good chat with him. He was actually going to visit my father in Pakistan. So this situation happened 2 days later, and just on record, the first point of contact for me was Brother Armand, was who actually I called straight away. I mean, I've got Ruhul's number as well. I called him, I asked, what the situation was. Then after that, I called Ruhul. I called, I made other calls, but I didn't need to speak to anyone else because, it was yourself who I did turn to. What's the costs that we're expecting? Let's just narrow this down. What are the costs that we're expecting?
I've put a page up for, obviously with consultation with others, I'll put a page up at £20,000.
Right, okay. And where are we at 20,000 right now?
We are just shy of £2,500 at the moment. As you've heard, the costs already we've paid out is £5,000.
Okay.
Now, I think the community need to get behind this, and we need to raise this target, and we need to support Moulana Sibtain. Most people, the way they can show their support is through this page. Okay. Inshallah, eventually we're going to get Moulana Sibtain released and we're going to bring him back here. And obviously every people in position want to help. this is the way to help, because we feel that we should carry that burden, not him or not his family. And I can assure you, you know, and he's done this at times before, where even if we upfront the cost now, I say it was myself or Bajan Farke or anybody else, he's going to come back and he's going to be adamant about paying them back. But I feel as if, no, we need to foot this bill and make sure that his security, his bail and his return to Pakistan is taken care of by the UK Shia community that he's served for so long.
I mean, to be honest with you, it's not just even the Shia community here. How many people from the Ahl Sunnat wal Jamaat, our brothers and sisters who are probably watching now, who have actually come with myself on pilgrimage when I've gone with Moulana Sibtain on many occasions, and 60 to 70%, brother, of the people who were with us, the pilgrims with us on the ziyarats to Karbala, to Sham, were actually from the Ahl Sunnat wal Jamaat. So this shows the akhlaq of Moulana Sibtain. So my message is also going out to the Ahl Sunnat wal Jamaat as well as the Ahl Shia as well. Moulana Sibtain was very active as the resident alim of Luton, and of course with Bradford, where he is right now. What's the message you have for your community in Luton?
Look, I've already spoken to the community. They're inshallah behind this. They've got a couple of days where they've collected a bit of money, so they're moving forward, and I will push Luton. That will. Look, now, firstly, again, I'm going to say to all the viewers that please try to help out on this page. We should be able to reach 20,000, no problem whatsoever. This is for Moulana Sibtain. There's going to be full transparency. It's going to his family. If anybody wants to verify, you're more than happy to ping Rural Abbas. He will tell you that there's not a problem. The funds are going to be spent on Moulana Sibtain's release and bring his legal costs, his security bill, his bail if it's needed, moving forward. Now, I think it's quite important here that, you know, the viewers have been listening to give them an update, because we said we would update them.
Of course.
Now, I'm going to just take a couple of minutes. So, Moulana Sibtain was arrested on 11th of May. The charges are conspiracy to murder Azam Tariq. He was held for approximately 5-6 days, where he was interrogated. That interrogation was done, no physical interrogation, it was just questioning. Speaking of Moulana Sibtain, he said the person was very nice to him, there wasn't an issue, and then he's been moved to prison. He's been in prison since then for the last approximately 3 weeks. He is well cared for. He is with other Shias that are looking after him. He doesn't have any problems inside. His wife goes to visit him once a week. They're providing him with clothes, food, medicine, everything he needs. Even today, Moulana Sibtain's wife went to visit him. It was a very positive visit. I've expressed through his wife everything that the UK community is doing here. From that page, I've noted down who I'm sending messages. Moulana Sibtain, when he hears this, he's very happy, he's upbeat. He's sending messages of support and thank. He's saying, look, when I hear this, what everybody's doing, he's getting a report of everything that we're doing here. And he's very happy. He goes, it's making my time go easier. He's saying that, look, we need everybody to gel together in this time.
Of course.
I'm always going to be against oppressors and oppression. This is nothing. This is only temporary. Inshallah, I'll be back soon. I need your support. I need your dua. And he sent words of encouragement back to us. This is the character he's always been. Anytime I've met him in any difficult situation, be it Greece or Iraq, he's gave me the encouragement.
Yes.
As today, after hearing what he had to say. Now, he's been produced in court once. The joint task force, whatever's been set up, or the prosecution say, needed more time to prepare their case. He's going to be put in front of the court again during next week, and at that time there may be a charge. Until he's not officially charged, we can't apply for a bail.
Okay.
Once he's been officially charged, we're going to look to do two things. We're going to look to see if we have a strong enough case from what they present to either strike it out, to say that, look, there is no case, look for the court to for his strike out and immediate release. If the prosecution, if the defense team feels there's some kind of way in their case, we're going to look for a quick trial, for a quick resolution through the courts, and then process on that. So depending on once they charge him with what evidence, we'll know how long the process will take. What
avenue we can go down.
But we are sure, and everything the solicitors have told us, the lawyers in Pakistan have told us, that inshallah the eventual outcome is going to be he's going to be released, because there's nothing in the case. The case is of the 3 people conspired. 2 people have been found not guilty. So in my sense, it says the third person had no one to conspire with, being Moulana Sibtain Kazmi. So he's going to be found not guilty and acquitted. So this is just due process at the moment, and inshallah we're going to get over it. But we need the community behind us, and we need to, obviously these costs that we're talking about, inshallah, we need to carry that burden. We need people to keep obviously being vocal and keep him in dua and stuff, and remember him during this holy month, and inshallah we're working very positively to get him released quickly, bring him back to UK and put this case to bed forever. Brilliant. So he can travel around.
Brother, thank you so much for taking time out, for coming here. It means a lot. And again, it's youcaring.com.
It is, yeah.
And like I said, search youcaring.com, and you can then, inshallah, from there search Sibtain Kazmi, and you can give. There's a lot of people who have given, so for those of you who have given so far, thank you. It does mean a lot, and there's people who've given, believe it or not, who I've actually come across that I was pretty surprised by. It's a brother I spoke to last night. He donated, and you know who you are. Thank you so much, and the other brothers as well who've donated, you know who you are as well. Not going to mention no names, but what I'm going to say is £20,000. I remember we were in Luton in Jummah, and we sat there. Moulana Sahib said a few words, and I remember the community got up, and people start taking their earrings off and watches off and giving their mobiles, and it was quite surreal, because at the time I was thinking, what's going on here? But what my point is, the guy was so inspirational in building that community, taking them to where they are. He's gone into Bradford now, so the brothers and sisters in Bradford, the brothers and sisters in Birmingham, even Watford, or wherever it is across the UK. He's always had a good impact on us. So I'm urging the communities
to do their own collection.
What you can do, whether it's in your idaras on a Friday, youngsters, if there's a way that you could do something, go out, be a collection. It's Ramzan, it's a month of giving, and let's give here. That was a brilliant update from Brother Armand. He's told us exactly where we are. Look, at the end of the day, the truth of the matter is, help is required, help is needed, and it's up to us now to do what we're going to do. He's in the security issues in the prison that he's in. He's fine. So let's totally take that conundrum out of the picture. He's fine, alhamdulillah. He's been looked after. His wife goes and visits him once a week. Brother Ahmed has been in touch. If there's any... But don't listen to rumours.
Sure.
Please don't now listen to what he said or she said or he said. Don't worry about that. YouGiving.com. Moulana Sibtain Kazmi. Just type in Sibtain Kazmi. My name is Mubashir Hassan, and this is the story of Moulana Sibtain Kazmi. Thank you so much for tuning in. Inshallah, please donate. Khudafis.